I made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment, and I don't expect to be forgiven. I'm simply here to apologize for what we came across that day in the woods. It was obviously unplanned. The reactions you saw on tape were raw. They were unfiltered. None of us knew how to react or feel. I should never have posted the video. I should have put the camera down and stopped recording while we were going through. There's a lot of things I should have done differently, but I didn't, and I for that. But bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. I want to apologize to the internet. I want to apologize to anyone who's seen the video. I want to apologize to anyone who's affected or touched my mental illness or depression or suicide. But most importantly, I want to apologize to the victim and his family. For my fans who are defending my actions, please don't. I don't deserve to be defended. The goal of my content is always entertaining, to push boundaries, to be all inclusive in the wild living. I share all the things I do. Yeah, it has never to be hard to school or religious, mindset, not even safe. Don't expect to be forgiven. I'm just here to apologize. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm disappointed in myself. And I promise to be better. I will be better. Thank you. Anyways, I'm showcasing Kermie today. I don't want to showcase Mash because he's a loser, kind of, to be honest, if you want me to be honest. Kermie's way cooler. Also, her assist isn't like Guts or any of them with 25% boss damage, so, and it's 28% attack, so it's not really good. Alright, so I tested Guts in Monkey Raid, so I'm going to do the same this time, just so we can compare her to Guts. So let me actually equip her first. Boom, oh crap. Oh crap. So I'm going to start with Raid because Raid's already open. I gotta make sure I know her combos. 50% chance, and that's it. Alright. Let's go, gangsters.
I like to make walks in the morning time, yeah, with my legs. And I was walking this morning, yeah, around here, and I see two guys. They are, I think they are hobos, men of the streets, and they are making an argue, fight, not with fistics, with mouthies, just very rude and things. And then one man say, "Man, suck my dick." What? Why you say what? This is making no sense. Why are you say this? This is a silly and danger. So you are saying to the man, listen, we are not friends. We have make established of this from all of these argumentatings prior. But please.
So, I did test her in Raid, and I tested her with this accessory, which is a good accessory, but it's not as good as the Guts accessory, but Slacking doesn't have a good Guts accessory, so I gotta test it with this. So I mean, it's kind of whatever. So I have to actually test her again. What is the Raid challenge? Chainsaw? Oh, I can do Chainsaw Raid. So I'm gonna have to retest her in Chainsaw Raid. Because testing her with this accessory was kind of, I'll just tell you how much she did. She did 45 bill, and Guts would have done around a little over 50 billion. But I just have to use the right accessory, because I used the wrong one. So I'm hoping she does more with maneuver gear. If not, then that's not good. That means she's probably pretty mid. I haven't tested her in dimensions yet, though. How is that allowed on Roblox chat? I'm getting a screenshot of that. Actually, how? Alright, so once I do this raid, I'll just add the buff because... Alright, I'll try and explain it a little better. Last time I tested Guts, I tested him with a 50% buff because he was the 50% buff of that raid. So I'm just going to add 50% to whatever damage I get here. I might add a little less because Chainsaw Man gives more damage than Monkey Raid, which is the one I did. I could just use one of these, but it would just be unfair. Because then I'd be missing one of the best assists ever. Alright, time to test gangsters. Yay. Alright, this video is going a little bit wacky. So, I forgot to record the raid that I did just now. But I did record the end, and I did take a screenshot of how much I did. So this is how much damage I did. 34 bill. And that might seem pretty bad. But we gotta add the buff, gang. And it turns out it's like the exact same damage. Still like 45 bill. I did do pretty bad. But still, she's a little bit worse than Dio. Which is kind of disappointing. I hope she gets a buff. Unless she's like the best dimension character, but I doubt it because she doesn't have a dash. But speaking of how good, speaking of how, so it's actually, speaking of how good she is in dimensions, let's go and do dimensions. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to do the 1 minute test, just in case. If you don't know what the 1 minute test is, it's something I invented when Madoka came out because no one had Madoka with Celestial, and no one with a strong account had Madoka awaken with Celestial. So what I did was I just tested her in here and see how much damage she did in 1 minute, and then I multiplied it by 8 to see how much she would do in a raid. But now I just see how much damage characters can do in 1 minute and compare them to each other, and I already hit the boss, but it was like no damage, it doesn't matter. So I think I'm going to compare her to Dio because she seems to be about on the level of him. So let me do that real quick.
Now take my most valuable sensitivity potion in my body. It have no protection, it have no helmet or something. No, it's just flopsy and sensitivity. Please take it.
Alright, 1 minute is up. She got the boss down to 6.3 bill. So let's go and see what Dio can do. So we gotta go back, and then we gotta go... Oh, this one would be kind of weird. I won't be able to use Dio Assist. So he is probably... And plus, Kermie also has a way better combo than Dio. So in 1 minute, I think she will still do better. But we'll see. So, Dio's a little bit better. 5.6. Oh, crust. Kermie kind of sucks, dude. And she's got like a way better combo than Dio does. I feel like Dio shouldn't have done that much, though. I mean, he does do very similar damage to Christmas Saber, though. So I guess it kind of makes sense. Anyways, now we can test Kermie in Dimensions. Let's do it, gang. Alright, guys. He's kind of whatever for Dimensions. Alright, so you heard how my microphone sounds right there. So I'm just gonna voice over. So I can't really tell how good she is for Dimensions, but she looks to be not that bad because this dimension is really long and she doesn't really have a dash. I don't know why I said she doesn't really have a dash because she literally doesn't. But you can spam her 1, which gives you speed. You can also spam her 4, well, you can't spam it, but you can use it a lot, and that also gives you speed. Her 5 gives you speed for a whole 30 seconds. And her 2 and 3. Her 3 is circle AoE, her 2 is a circle AoE, so it's just really good for clearing out the circle areas. I think the best thing for clearing out the circle areas, though, is her 4. Even though her 4 isn't a circle AoE, it hits like a wide range. It's like a really big cone, and it does a ton of damage really quick. And you can move around with it. It has speed, and you can direct where it's hitting. So it's really good for clearing out the circle areas. I think you could probably get sub like 210, maybe sub 2 minutes with her. So she's actually pretty good for Dimensions. But it's time to move on to boss rush. Also, he has 1,000 boss rush tickets now. Alright, Gus. I mean, I think she can get under sub 10. Not, well, I mean, kinda easily, I guess. I didn't do it because I only did a few boss rushes, but if I did more. Tanker? Oh my god, is that the real Tanker? Oh my goodness. Also, this guy's Kermie isn't awakened. Well, your Kermie isn't awakened, idiot. That's literally law. So, I don't really know how good she is for dimensions, but she's not really that great. Well, she's good for raid. About as good as Dio, maybe a little worse, maybe the same. She's decent from dimensions from what I can see, and she is pretty good for boss rush from what I can see. I think the only characters that are better than her for boss rush are, I think, Odin. Who's the other one? I think maybe Dio, maybe Christmas Saber. I'm forgetting someone. I don't know who though. It doesn't really matter that much. No one does boss rush anyways. Anyways,